Hi guys, how are you? I'm back again. I'm back again to give you a life update that no one asked for. Listen, I enjoy letting you guys know where my thought is, where my brain is, where I am in life in general. For me, the life update videos is just for me to kind of give you a peek into what's going on in my life. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So hopefully remember to show you guys the things that I'm using. A lot of the things that I'm gonna be using, let me open this stupid mirror. Why is it not opening? A lot of the things that I'm gonna be using today is things that I have been using on my channel for a while, so it's not gonna be anything new. I'm using the Benefit primer. Let's talk about me. Listen, the last time I did a live update, I was coming back from a 1 year and not really break. I was forced to take a break, and I was like, hey guys, I am here, hello. And I mentioned in that video that I was gone for a while because I got a new job. I actually, during that time, I had a job for 4 months, 5 months, and then I left it, and then I got into another job a few months later. And when I was filming that live update, I knew I was going to leave the job that I was in at that time. I know how jobs are stressful. That's what they are. They're supposed to be stressful for some reason. But I know that that's like part of life, and I know that there's not gonna be a job that I will get that I will not want to kind of like kill myself. That's just like part of life. Working there, I was struggling a lot, and I just felt at that time like I am so stressed, I am exhausted, and I also felt like a burden to that place because I feel like there were more talented people than me. And I think in my head, because I'm always my worst enemy, I thought that I am taking up space from someone who will join in to the team, to the company, will be able to do the job that I was doing better than I was doing it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave. It took a while, it took a lot of thinking, going back and forth. I'm like, no, I should just, brave through it. It's just, this is normal, and the thoughts that are in my head will disappear one day. But after a while, I was just like, no, this job, the people working with me deserve to get the best, and I was not giving them the best. So I was like, I'm gonna leave. Plus, it was also me being like, I cannot do this anymore, I'm so stressed out. Some of you guys know what I mean when you have a job that's so stressful. It kills you inside, and you get to a point when you're like, I cannot do this anymore. I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I've reached my limits. I cannot do this any longer. That was my life update. And at that time, I'm gonna be very vulnerable, you guys, but at that time I thought that I'll probably get a job in a few months. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And a lot of people will probably relate, but there's no jobs. There are no jobs anywhere. At this point of time, I am still unemployed. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I wish I could be unemployed for the rest of my life. I really would do, but I can't do that because I like expensive things and I like to buy makeup all the time. So I have to work for that to happen. And at the beginning of the year, I remember just being so upset because I thought that I was a failure since I didn't have a job, and it took a long time. I mean, to be quite honest, I still have those moments where I just feel like I'm a failure, stuff like that, just like the usual things that people think about. It's still like inside my brain, and I still feel kind of like behind everyone around me, especially people my age. I mean, people my age are getting married and having children, and I'm not doing any of that. And to be quite honest, I don't want to be doing it. I at least want a job. That's it. I hope that I will get a job soon, but I am trying to kind of like not put my value, me as a person, into whether I have a job or not, because like I am more than that. You know what I mean? Let's move on to another topic. I cannot believe it's September. Like my birthday is coming up, so my birthday is in October, 2 October, and October 2nd. That sounds much better. But I cannot believe it. After I turned 25, I stopped counting my age. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting older, I'm getting older, I'm getting older, I'm getting older. And again, the thought of being like a failure and not doing the other things that my friends are doing, and I felt like I was behind everyone else. I kind of have this thought in my head where at a certain point or at a certain age you have to had at least accomplished a few things, and I haven't accomplished anything. Like I have dreams and I have goals in my life that I would like to achieve them, but again, I'm trying to not put my value and who I am as a person in other things in life. Like I am lucky to be alive, I am lucky to be breathing, I'm lucky that I am healthy. That is the thing that I have to put value on, not if I have a job or not if I have a husband or not, or I have kids or not. It's not that important at the end of the day. I hope you guys don't think like me. Do not do it. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. But it's just like self-doubt. A lot of self-doubt, a lot of negative thought. I think one thing about having a job is that you're always told when you're doing good, and you're always told when you're not doing good. You also have people around you that you kind of like bounce ideas with. With YouTube, there's no one to bounce ideas with. You don't know if you're doing right, if you're doing wrong, what you can improve on, and it feels lonely sometimes. Because I'm inside my head all the time, and because like I always am just like talking myself down. I'm just like, oh, I should do better. Especially now that like I'm not buying new makeup. Even before I got a job, I wasn't buying a lot of new makeup, but I cannot do that anymore. I cannot show you guys new things, and I feel like my YouTube channel is boring and useless. Why am I doing this? Even though this channel started for me just wanting to have fun, and sure, I do have goals and hope that my channel grows. I mean, that's something that is, I think I mentioned this in a video or something, but like that's normal. When you have a job, you would like to at least one day be promoted, you would like to be in a different position, get a higher salary. That's normal. So for me, that's the same thing with YouTube. At the moment now, even though there's a part of my brain that's like, oh, I hope I get to this number, I hope I achieve this, I am still just kind of like lucky that I have the space where I could come on here and just gonna do whatever. Basically, my channel is, I don't even know how to describe it. If I was asked like, what do you do on YouTube, it's like, I just post whatever and hope for the best. That's basically what I wanted to have. A place where I could come on here and talk about my thoughts, my feelings, and the things I'm loving at a certain point, the things I'm not loving. Because I tend to do that. I tend to be a hater sometimes, not gonna lie. But I'm just very grateful to have this space. I'm very grateful that you guys are allowing me in this space. Even if I don't accomplish much at the end of my life, I'm very happy that I did this, because like, you guys don't know, but I'm a very, very shy person. As I got older, I've been trying to kind of be more outgoing, especially when I meet strangers, because I don't want them to think I'm being rude or to have a wrong impression of me. So I try to kind of be a bit more friendly, but I'm a very shy person. There are people in my life that have heard me say 2 to 3 things. I'm just like very, very shy. So the idea that I do this and I post it on YouTube, like, oh my god, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I feel like teenager me would not believe it. If you told her that she will be posting videos on YouTube one day, she's gonna be like, you're a liar. I'll never do something like that, I can barely make friends. How the hell would I post videos on YouTube where so many people could watch, and then not even so many people, like all of my videos are going to be on the internet till the day I die, and then after that even. It's a scary thought, but it's fun. I enjoy this. Okay, let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about the fun things in life. Did you guys watch Deadpool? Oh my god, my eyebrows. Whatever. Did you guys watch Deadpool? Or are you not interested in Deadpool? I've watched it twice for some reason. I watched it once with my cousin, and then my best friend was like, I really want to watch Deadpool. I didn't know I was going to go watch it with my best friend. I didn't know that she wanted to watch the movie. So when I forced my cousin to go watch Deadpool with me, she wanted to watch it as well. I didn't force her, but she wanted to watch it as well. We were like, let's go watch it together. I didn't know. Then when my best friend told me that she wanted to watch it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come with, because like I cannot say no to my friends. I cannot say no to them. And plus, I don't go out much. In a month, I could stay home and be happy. Like, I don't think there is anything wrong with it. I enjoy being at home. I literally could go months and months in my home and be happy. Trying to be more social. And since, you know, I don't have a job, I'm trying to kind of take advantage of this time, because once I have a job one day, hopefully, I know what's going to happen. I'm gonna be very kind of like in my bubble of going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, and that's it. So I want to enjoy my freedom. You know, I want to go out with my friends. And plus, I love Marvel movies. I remember when my brother actually was the reason why I watched any of the Marvel movies. When Iron Man came out, I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch this dumb superhero movie. Hell no. But then I watched it and I was obsessed. I loved it so much that I became a fan of Marvel. I don't know enough about Marvel movies or the comics. I just know what I'm shown. If it's shown in a movie, then I know that. For me, it's fun. It's fun watching superheroes. That's what I think. And I have my brother who is very helpful and explains as much as he can about the lore. And I also remember going to the movies to watch Avengers. And to be quite honest with you guys, I miss Marvel movies when they were fun to watch. The last Marvel movie I think I watched, other than the Deadpool Wolverine movie, it's Black Widow. No, I don't remember. I think it was either Doctor Strange or one of the Thor movies, but I think it was Doctor Strange. And I've also watched the show She-Hulk. I loved it. I remember it came out when I was working, and was literally the whole time I was at work, I was like, I can't wait to go home and watch it. I really liked it. It was funny and fun to watch, and it was like only 20 minutes. Even though I'm not invested into everything Marvel, I still kind of like enjoy watching their movies. It just reminds me of a good time of going to watch it in the cinema and just being like surrounded by people who are just like so obsessed with Marvels. I feel like that's so much fun, you know, to be around people who are just like so passionate about something. Can I complain a little bit? Just a little bit. When I went to watch it the first time, I'm not that old, okay? I am old a little bit, but I'm not that old. But I don't get how kids are going to the movies. This has happened to me twice. My kids go to the movies just to talk with their friends the whole time. Like, what are you doing? What happened to movie etiquette? You know, if you want to sit down and have a fun time with your friends, go outside and talk. Just don't do it in the movies. They're laughing, they're talking, they're shouting. It felt like they weren't in the movies. It felt like they were in a restaurant, in a coffee shop, somewhere outside where you can be as loud as you want. It's the cinema. I was so upset. When a movie comes out at the beginning, they usually have someone who works in the cinema be inside, and this time they didn't have anyone, and my cousin was like, I want to go and say something to someone, but we didn't want to miss the movie, so we sat there having to hear them talk for the whole 2 hours maybe, and then they didn't even finish the movie. They just left. I just want to say this to all the kids out there: if you want to be talking and talking and talking and talking, like I talk a lot, when I'm around my friends. But I'm not gonna go to the cinema and talk. I'm gonna do that in a restaurant, in a coffee shop. Actually, let me apply more concealer. I know you guys are used to my dark circles, but like I'm not sleeping well, you guys. Don't think I have slept well in years and years and years. I think after I got to 20, I just stopped sleeping for, and I'm always exhausted and I'm always tired. I just want one day where I can sleep and wake up refreshed. Every time I wake up, I'm just like, oh my god, are you joking? I'm more exhausted than I was when I slept. The Too Faced concealer, man, is so good. It could hide anything and everything. But I haven't said any of the things that I've been using. But I'm using the Anastasia blush. I'm so sorry. When I talk, I can talk a lot. Question for the people. Do you do any kind of like, what's it called when the New Year's thing? Resolution? Is that it? I think so. I don't remember, you guys. I'm so sorry. But I always think about my New Year's resolution. Did I achieve them? Did I not achieve them? And just gonna reflect back on this year of relaxation, or not really relaxation, because this year has been tough for me. So it wasn't that relaxing. This year has been very tough for me. I feel like you guys know some of the things that have happened, but I've also kept a lot of things and just kind of like dealt with them in my life. I'm someone that is very kind of like, don't say this year has been tough or good riddance when the year is end, because I feel like you never know what's going to happen. And I feel like just don't tempt fate. Just do not. Just be like, okay, great, let's move on from this. Hopefully we're gonna be stronger at the end, and that's it. Because like when you see it can get worse than this, it does. It will get worse. Curious to see what next year will bring for me, even though it's still September. I also kind of want to kind of thank you guys for like being supportive with the vlogs. I know that came out of nowhere, but if you go back to the beginning of my channel, I talked about one day hopefully doing vlogs, and I know that my vlogs are not that exciting, but like I'm really enjoying them, and I'm enjoying just kind of like having other things to do. I talk about this often, but sometimes I just don't want to do my makeup. I don't want to talk about makeup. I just want to do other things, and the vlog is kind of like allowing me to do that. I'm not gonna be posting vlogs every month because like again my life is not that exciting, but I'll try my best to at least post in a year, maybe 5-6 vlogs, maybe. I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But I still want this channel to be kind of like beauty related as much as possible, because like I know that's what people subscribe for. So yeah, thank you guys for watching those vlogs and just being supportive. Okay, let's move on to the eyes, because that is what is the next step to do. So I brought out the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2. I don't know what I am thinking, but just gonna do something fun, hopefully. I still can't believe I have a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. Like, it's just like insane to me, especially with how expensive it is and how expensive it has gotten. Can you stop doing that? Can brands just stop doing that? But like everything is so expensive these days, it's not even funny. I've talked so much that now my thoughts and my brain is not even thinking. It's just like empty. So what do I do next? I forgot how to do eyeshadow. Should I use the shade that I always use? Should I do something different? I'm gonna do what I usually do, because I am a creature of habits. I took the shade here all over my eyes, and now I'm gonna be taking the shade. I remember at the beginning when I started doing makeup, I always heard not to kind of like take your shimmers above your crease, but like now I love how it looks. I just feel like it looks so kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but like it looks kind of like more natural, and just kind of like, oh, I didn't spend a lot of time doing this. I just kind of like did it in 2 seconds. Like, I like how that looks like. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna apply the darker shade in my outer corner. I'm bringing it back to old school. So I'm gonna take the shade here. I'm not gonna make it too dark in the outer corner. I'm just gonna like a hint of darkness, and then I'm gonna go over it again. The shimmer shade. Okay, let me quickly do my other eye, you guys. Okay, you guys, so the eyes are done. I'm gonna take the Maybelline liner. This liner it's been working hard throughout my YouTube journey. I got it like at the beginning of my channel, and I have been using it basically in every look, especially on YouTube. I just feel like it's such a beautiful shade, like this purple shade. Let me show you. Like, this is what it looks like. I feel like it's something that if you don't want to do brown or black, this is a good alternative. Okay, let me take the first shade that I use under my eyes, and then a little bit of the darker shade. The worst thing in life is when eyeshadow gets inside your eyes. You will want to pluck your eyes from your head. It's so painful. Should I put something in my inner corner? I think so. I think it will look much better if I do that. I'm gonna take this beautiful shade. Where was my... okay, here. So I'm gonna quickly curl my lashes and do my mascara. I'm gonna be using the Tarte 28. I wanna buy a new one so bad, you guys, but it's just like, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy a new one because it's like at the end of its rope. I also want to buy a new eyelash curler because I feel like the one that I use is kind of crap. It doesn't curl my lashes as good as it's supposed to. I feel like it just bends them. I know this is going to be shocking, you guys, but I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty right now. I love this liner so much. I actually get a tissue so I can remove as much as I can of the lip balm from my lips. I'm gonna apply the shade Terracotta this time, and because I'm still in my glossy lips era, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. You guys, thank you for joining me in today's video, and I'm sorry if I talked so much, but it's just like I had so much to say, and I feel like I don't do a live update, and I kind of like very closed off a lot on YouTube, so I just kind of wanted to kind of like give you a glimpse and like show you inside my brain a little bit. And I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you kind of can relate to some of the things that I mentioned, because like I know how it feels to kind of like feel like alone. So yeah, there's someone else feeling the same thing that you're feeling, so you're not alone at all. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you also for always supporting me, and I will hopefully see you guys next time, but I also want you to have a good day. So bye.